Hindu man dies and reveals the astonishing secrets of past lives. In 2008, he was a successful cardiac anesthesiologist in California. But his life took a turn in August. He was diagnosed with prostate cancer, leading to multiple surgeries and complications. He suffered from chronic pain, impotence, and incontinence. His use of pain medication led to addiction, and he was later diagnosed with depression. On December 14, 2010, he underwent surgery for the installation of an artificial urinary sphincter. Unfortunately, post-surgery, he fell seriously ill, experiencing a high fever of 104 to 105 degrees, along with redness and swelling in his pelvic area. Despite aggressive antibiotic treatment, his condition rapidly deteriorated, indicating a severe issue. 10 days later, on Christmas Eve, he was urgently admitted to the emergency department at UCLA Hospital, where he received a life-threatening diagnosis of sepsis. On Christmas morning, emergency surgery was performed to drain pus from his pelvic region and remove the artificial sphincter. Under heavy medication and in severe pain, the insertion of a urinary catheter triggered an out-of-body experience. Although his physical body was deeply sedated and appeared asleep, his consciousness was fully intact, existing beyond the confines of his body. He watched from above as the surgery took place and was even privy to the conversations among the medical team. He observed the surgery vividly, from the unpleasant smell of pus in his pelvis to the nurses using eucalyptus-scented masks to counteract the odor. He also overheard an anesthesiologist cracking an inappropriate joke, which he couldn't repeat. Later, in the recovery room, the anesthesiologist acknowledged the incident. His awareness, an expanded and heightened form of consciousness, remained completely intact. He distinctly remembered being in the operating room, viewing his body from around 10 to 15 feet in the air, close to the surgeons working on him. His senses were incredibly heightened, allowing him to see, hear, and smell everything in the room, even distant events. Concurrently, his consciousness tuned into a conversation between his mother and sister in India, who discussed their dinner plans and the chilling weather, relying on a small electric heater for warmth. His revelation was the unity of his awareness, unbounded by physical distance. However, instead of transitioning to a serene, love-filled realm, his awareness shifted to a place engulfed by a massive wildfire. In this place, dark entities with two horns and crooked teeth roamed menacingly. He found himself in the midst of this struggle, witnessing a turbulent and relentless storm with lightning striking through dark clouds. The air was filled with the acrid scent of burning flesh. It didn't take long for him to grasp that he was in a state of torment, essentially in hell. Surrounded by echoes of agonizing souls and subjected to gruesome torments, he endured unimaginable suffering. Needles pierced his flesh, and he was made to lie on a bed of nails, blood seeping from his wounds. In the midst of this torment, he questioned his life's deeds, both past and present, that might have warranted such anguish. Amidst the horrors, he gained insights into the materialistic nature of his earthly existence, which had revolved around self-centered pursuits, always seeking personal gain from others. He began to realize the absence of love, compassion, and forgiveness in his life, especially for those he considered beneath him in social or professional hierarchies. Profound remorse for his lack of kindness and empathy swept over him, and he longed for a chance to rewrite his actions. As these epiphanies unfolded, the grip of hell started to loosen. His father emerged, accompanied by his grandfather, extending a guiding hand and leading him through a tunnel toward a brilliant white light at the tunnel's end. The journey through the tunnel felt like a voyage through dimensions beyond time and space, existing in two realms of consciousness. Inwardly, he experienced Shanti, an indescribable cosmic peace uniting all in the universe, a heavenly, serene space. Simultaneously, he basked in the presence of a soothing, loving, formless bluish light, an entity radiating supreme love, wisdom, and knowledge. He remained in the tunnel with his father, bearing witness to his past, present, and future. His past life unfolded before him, depicting an Indian prince from medieval times cruelly oppressing the destitute. He also glimpsed himself 200 years earlier, an Afghan opium farmer ensnared by addiction. Guided by his father, he gained a profound awareness. He discerned how his present life mirrored the behaviors of past lives, marked by a lack of compassion for the less fortunate, misuse of material wealth, and struggles with addiction. Non-verbally, his father conveyed a message that resonated within him: maintain clarity of consciousness and remain true to yourself, and the universe and the divine will watch over you. These words held deep significance, echoing the last words his father had spoken before his death 20 years ago. As his father guided him through the tunnel, holding his hand, a sense of profound reassurance enveloped him. He realized his life was undergoing a transformative redirection. Emerging from the tunnel, he found himself in a realm of profound tranquility, radiant light, and boundless joy. Welcomed by two youthful beings radiating vitality, enthusiasm, and love, they communicated without words, identifying themselves as guardian angels named Michael and Raphael. Guiding him through this breathtaking realm, they revealed a landscape of meadows, fields adorned with vibrant roses, majestic mountains, and a pure, crystal-clear stream flowing through the scenery. Refreshing breezes swept by, carrying fragrant scents, and distant yet distinctly audible chants filled the air. Michael and Raphael shared wisdom on elevated consciousness, emphasizing their role as helpers. He grasped that, at their advanced level of consciousness, some form still existed, but there was a formless level, representing the highest state of consciousness. Here there was no form, only an all-encompassing force, an entity composed of pure love. This boundless consciousness served as the fundamental reality, the underlying essence of everything in the universe, the wellspring of creation. Embracing this newfound understanding, he found himself engulfed by a boundless, formless blue light. The light being communicated through whispers akin to a gentle breeze, permeating every corner of this dimension with pure love impossible to articulate with words. His consciousness merged with this supreme primordial consciousness, drawing him closer to the light being, intensifying the distant chant, ONG. The light being assured him it wasn't his time to leave Earth, but his path must transform into that of a healer, leaving behind his former role and material pursuits. It was a dramatic shift for someone who once shied away from public speaking and focused solely on a materialistic life. With unwavering acceptance, he absorbed these messages in the realm of boundless love and reassurance. In his previous life, those three words, "A Course in Miracles," held no significance, rooted in his Hindu background. But now he realized his second chance was a calling to help those suffering from pain, addiction, and depression. Upon waking in the recovery room, his journey took a miraculous turn. His recovery astounded the medical staff. His release from the hospital, healing, and transformation were nothing short of extraordinary. His life underwent a profound overhaul, downsizing, addressing health issues, and becoming more compassionate and loving. His near-death experience inspired him to become a spiritual wellness advocate and author. In 2012, he published his first book, The Soul of Wellness, inspired by the message of A Course in Miracles. His core message revolves around forgiveness, love, and healing, seeking to guide others in their own transformations. His perspective shifted completely, driven by a strong desire to serve and facilitate healing in others. Changes in his life make him available for this purpose. His journey of transformation is ongoing, and he's not alone in this path. He knows there's a well-devised plan, even if the future isn't entirely clear yet. In his previous life, he anesthetized people. Now he awakens them, finding his purpose in the process. This marks the end of today's experience. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay safe and blessed.